One night, police caught him trespassing and in possession of drugs. He was cuffed and sat in the police car waiting to go to jail.
And the police officer goes in my car and he saw the Bible and he came back to the police car and he said, son, you got a Bible in your car? And I said, yes, sir. He said, you know what that Bible's about? And I was like, I need to. And he said, well, you know what, today I'm gonna let you go because I want you to get into that Bible and I want you to start living it. And that really did something to me, and that really rocked me. And I didn't want to get in any kind of trouble like that again.
He joined some friends at a Christian conference where he heard what Jesus did for him on the cross.
And he talked about Jesus, carrying his cross on the mount on Golgotha, and just the turmoil and the pain that Jesus went through. That Jesus would take all that on his own back floored me. And I said, I don't want to live like this anymore. And I just bowed out and said, Jesus, I'm sorry, and just broke down crying.
For a year, Lecrae walked a line between college partier and committed Christian. His life was spinning out of control, and he knew it.
Just cried out to the Lord one day. I said, God, I feel like I'm going to kill myself or kill somebody. And I said, please just stop me before it gets to that point. I said, stop me. Do whatever you got to do. Just don't kill me.
He was finally stopped in a massive car accident that left him evaluating his double life.
I came out without a scratch. My car had flipped over. It was dented in, damaged up, and here I am without a scratch on me. And I said, okay, God, I need to change.
Later that night, he gave his life completely over to God.
I was radically changed. To realize that I had been living a lie, to realize that I was unsatisfied and I would never be satisfied until I came to Jesus was so revolutionary for me that I wanted everyone to taste it. I wanted everyone to see how awesome God was.
Lecrae typed out his testimony and handed it out on his college campus. He talked about God to anyone who would listen.
And I was proud. I was proud to have my story on that piece of paper. And I got laughed at, and I got called Jesus freak and Jesus boy and, all kind of stuff. But I was changed.
Before long, he learned he could blend his passion for God and his ability as a rapper.
I thought that God and rap would never work. I thought that God wasn't okay with rap. People knew I used to rap, and I went to the Bible studies, and someone said, hey, why don't you, rap about Jesus? And so I just on the spot, I just came up with the rap about Jesus, and they were like, man, that was good. And I was like, wow, Lord, maybe you could really do something with this.
He began ministering to kids in juvenile detention.
I ended up there for 3 years, every weekend, just sharing my heart and sharing scripture and rapping as their praise and worship on Sundays.
His music has spread around the world. His newest CD, Rebel, debuted at #2 on iTunes. But his purpose goes way beyond selling CDs.
I want to use my art form to encourage the movement in the church to say, hey, let's engage the city. Let's rebuild the city. And so that's really where my heart is to rebuild cities, is to see the city come to Jesus. And if you don't know him, you're missing out on purpose, meaning, and life in general. And so I'm passionate about seeing people spend eternity with him. He's awesome.
The love of a father that he missed as a child, he now finds in his relationship with God.
He's just loved on me when I felt like I didn't deserve love, when I felt like I was unlovable. I'm really grateful, and I feel fortunate to have a huge family that is beyond race, creed, culture, and to have a father who shepherds us all. And when I think about that, my mind is blown. There's nothing like it.